I drove 6 hours to surprise my dad with $8,000 courtside Lakers tickets for his birthday. He called me a disappointment in front of everyone, so I took them back. My dad's a lifelong Lakers fan. Growing up, he'd sneak a radio into his bedroom to listen to the finals. He used to say courtside seats were a dream only real men could achieve. Men with real jobs, real success. I wasn't that man. Not in his eyes, anyway. 3 years ago, I was eating ramen 5 nights a week, crashing on a mattress in a moldy apartment above a barbershop. I dropped out of college after panic attacks made me fail 3 classes in a row. My dad's response, "You always quit too soon. You never finish anything." My brother Todd, finance degree, hedge fund internship, wedding in Tuscany. Me, the dropout, the disappointment, the family punchline. When I started my own consulting business, I didn't even tell him what was the point. I already knew what he'd say. "You, a CEO of what? A lemonade stand." But I kept grinding. Every freelance gig I could find. Worked through burnout, through doubt, through nights I wanted to quit. And slowly, painfully, it started working. 1 client became 2, 2 became 10. A viral post brought in companies I'd only dreamed of. Suddenly I had money, a new car, a better apartment, and that's when they noticed me again. My dad's first compliment in years. "Looks like you finally figured out how not to screw everything up." He laughed like it was a joke. I paid off their mortgage last year, quietly wired the money, told mom to check the balance. She cried. My dad said, "That's the least you could do after all we've put into you." Put into me? You mean the years of calling me Laptop Larry at family BBQs? The constant reminders that I wasn't a real man with a real job, but I kept trying. Some stupid part of me still wanted him to be proud. That's why I bought those Lakers tickets. $8,000 courtside for his 60th birthday because I remembered those old photos of him in his high school jersey. Because despite everything, I thought maybe this would be the moment. Maybe this time he'd look at me the way he looked at Todd. I drove 6 hours straight, didn't even stop for coffee, rehearsed the surprise 100 times in my head. How I'd walk in, hand him the gold-foiled envelope, watch his face light up. Dinner started perfect. Just close family, his favorite steak, a small cake. I gave him the tickets before dessert, slid the envelope across the table. He opened it slowly, eyebrows furrowing, then shooting up in disbelief. "No way," he muttered. I smiled. "Courtside," he said louder, showing everyone like they were medals. The room buzzed. My uncle clapped my back. My cousin asked, "Are these real?" Mom looked genuinely surprised. For the first time in years, I saw a real smile on my dad's face. Then came the toast. He raised his glass, ticket still in his other hand, grinning wide. To my son, still a disappointment. But hey, at least he's rich now. The laughter that followed was loud, cold. My cousin snorted wine through his nose. People were doubled over. Then my Uncle Tom leaned in just loud enough for me to hear. Luxury gifts don't make up for being a loser. Something inside me froze. I looked around the table. No one seemed to think anything was wrong. Not my cousin, not Todd, not even my mom. They were all still laughing like it was funny, like I deserved it. I didn't say a word. I stood up, reached across the table, and took the envelope back from my father's hand. His grin faltered. "What are you doing?" he asked, confused. "You made your point," I said. Gift retracted. I walked out, got in my car, drove off into the night with my jaw locked and my chest caving in. By the time I woke up this morning, he'd called me 67 times. 67. Then my phone rang again, an unfamiliar number. "Hello, this is Mr. Lambert," the voice said. "I'm your father's supervisor at Westfield Automotive. Someone recorded the dinner." Mr. Lambert sighed. A co-worker's daughter was there, filming for a family video project. She sent her dad the footage this morning asking if Grandpa's friend was okay, because the man at the dinner table looked sad right before he made everyone laugh. Her dad watched it and saw something we all missed. Right before the toast, your father looks directly at you. Not performing, not joking, just looking. And his face does this thing, this micro-expression of genuine affection before it hardens into the smile. The camera caught it. He wanted to say something real, something kind, and then he defaulted to the joke instead. Now that video's sitting on my desk because the coworker didn't know whether to send it to you or delete it. And your father's outside in the parking lot asking everyone if they know where his son went. Full story on channel link below.